Hmm. An incident that happened to me a couple days ago made me think about this one. I call it body betrayal. You know, when you're 50 or younger and you're out there RVing and, you pull a muscle or something goes wrong, you just go home or you heal real fast. When you're in your 60s, 70s, or even older, like I am, and something goes wrong, what do you do? I mean, do you have a contingency plan? You're out there solo boondocking, and God forbid you break an arm or you break a leg or something. What's your plan? Where do you go? What do you do? So just as you get older, every year it just seems like the same kind of things you do for maintenance just keep getting harder and harder to do. Holding a power drill, trying to work on parts of the RV, I've taken more breaks now than I used to. Crawling around under the RV or on my back or, under cabinets and all of that, just seems like it's getting to be a little bit more of a pain than it used to. And I'm wondering, in 10 years from now, what's it going to be like? And right now, I'll be honest, I don't have an exit plan. If it gets to the point where, I'm not able to RV anymore, what's my alternatives? I don't know. So those of you who are maybe further along than I am, getting old, like in your 80s and 90s in your RVing, what do you do? What happens? My thoughts are that I was going to gradually just get older, but what if I break an arm, break a leg? What if I have a stroke? Those things that you just can't plan, they just happen and you just don't know. So I'm not sure what my plans are. If any of you have plans for backup out there, I'd love to hear them. So yeah, the stitches in my arm, something I could deal with. I was still, pretty much operational. But if I'd broken that arm, I don't know if I could impose upon my son to live where he is, and then I'd have to find a place to put my rig because you can't park it anywhere on the streets in San Diego anymore overnight. Just a bunch of stuff. So, too bad there aren't like RV hospitals or RV people rehab centers all over the country where if something's going on, you've got pneumonia, you don't feel good, you broke an arm or leg or something, you can go and have the RV community help you. One solution I kind of am thinking about is looking for a partner, a person who, a female who's RV soloing, who's willing to solo with one other individual. So we each have our own rig, we each do our own thing, but we have similar likes, similar lifestyles, and that way we can kind of keep an eye on each other. So if anything were to happen to one of us, the other one could help do a little caregiving. So that's maybe one solution. Like, I love the Southwest, and I love going somewhere, up north for the summers when it gets hot in the Southwest. But I also like to stay in place. I'm not much of a traveler, and I'm sure there's got to be a lady out there that's kind of, traveled a lot and done all that, and maybe wants to just settle down and just know that there's more security having another RV in the boondocking site, so there's two instead of one. And just somebody to maybe talk to for an hour each night before they turn in, things like that. But is that a solution? I don't know. But right now, I'll be completely 100% honest. If I were to have broken a leg or an arm, I'd be crap up a creek, So 'cause I don't have a solution. Or if if I'm 80 or 85 or 90 and realize I just can't do this anymore, what's my option? Just fall on the state for a nursing home or something? I don't know. So those of you who have either aged out of RVing or have an idea that I haven't thought of, please let me know in the comments, because that fall made me really think about this. So, you know, I'll keep posting, and please keep putting in your comments because they're wonderful. And I thank you very much. Bye.